Waldorf tomorrow night, BBC One, 8 o'clock. If you're watching it, I'm watching it. I'm off to a party, actually, a little Eurovision soiree. Never ever done that before, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll report back on Mondays to how things go. I'm sure they'll be lovely. And hopefully, as long as they come higher than Jedwood, I'm happy with that. I just don't want Jedwood to win. Because I have tried, and as you probably done the same, tried as often as I can to try and find talent there, and I can't. So hopefully Blue will do it for the UK, and if not, at least beat Jedwood, for goodness sake. That's tomorrow night, BBC One, 8 o'clock. We're live at the Malvern Garden show this afternoon, here until 5 o'clock, taking a look at all that the place has to offer, and all that the place has to offer for Gloucestershire as well, which is an awful lot. Already we've found out that the show garden that's won the Gold Award is from Gloucestershire, which is great news, and other Gloucestershire winners in many, many categories as well. Not just about gardening as well, though. Also about the quirky, the novelty. This is fascinating. It's absolutely fantastic, this. I went inside a solar-powered cinema, but it's not quite really cinema. It's not just a cinema, I should say, as Beth Furlong explained to me.
It's not the smallest caravan in the world, it's the smallest solar caravan cinema in the world.
Tell me how this came about, the idea of not only putting a cinema in a caravan, but then solar powering it.
Yeah, it's a perfect marriage between two bodies, really. One is Undercurrents, who's an alternative film company who like to show and really push independent filmmakers and show their short films, really, about all kinds of issues, green issues, social issues, cultural issues, all sorts of things like that. And then Joe Furlong, who has also created a Duke's box from a same-size caravan, but with a live band inside.
Right, Joe Furlong, you're Beth Furlong.
Yeah, that is another marriage.
It might be
another marriage. And so Joe is the creator of the caravan, and he's made this completely himself. And so the combination of Undercurrents, who need to show the films, Joe, who's created this way of showing them, has been a great thing. And of course, we need to be green these days. There's no point chugging along in a great big lorry to try and get any kind of message across. So we've obviously solar is the way to do this.
Let's describe what we have here. It is, well, you know it best. You tell me what we have in front of us here.
Okay, we have a 1960s two-berth caravan, which is
small.
It's very, very small.
These days, a two-berth caravan is much bigger than this.
Yes, it is, but it's very, very small. It's probably the smallest caravan you can really tow on the road. But you walk up a red carpet. You've
got the velvet rope here as well.
We have velvet rope, we have red carpet. You go in and it's beautifully decked out with full upholstery, 8-seater tiered cinema, really, like a old theatre style for the full cinema experience. And old projector showing all kinds of films within the cinema.
Now, just looking to we're going to go into the cinema in just a second, but just looking to the left of it, the solar panel there.
That's right.
Is that just for show, or is that just powering
No,
this
no,
thing?
no,
This
that
is it.
solar panel is what powers our whole cinema. It does charge batteries that are also obviously completely solar powered, which bank up then and keep plugging up during the day and banking up the solar throughout the day.
I mean, that panel's about the size of what, a patio table? It's not very big.
It's not huge. It's not huge, but we use a lot of 12-volt equipment in there, so it's not a great deal of heavy-duty equipment, but it works perfectly well.
Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look inside, shall we? They've just finished one of the showings, so let's just have a wander in. It's like a TARDIS.
It is like a TARDIS.
So much room in here. It's fantastic.
8 people, 8 adults sit perfectly comfortably in here.
Yeah.
We have had up to 16 children there.
But you've got the old-style sort of auditorium seating here as well, with an aisle in the middle.
There's an aisle in the middle.
You've got almost an upper circle here.
There's an upper circle. There's the old projector.
Yeah.
There's the striped walls, carpeted walls.
The curtains.
The red velvet curtains, the braiding. Yeah, it's pretty authentic.
It's wonderful. And you can smell the popcorn as well.
You can smell the popcorn, which is an essential if you want the full cinema experience, in my opinion.
And what sort of films, I mean, you've touched on it very briefly, but what sort of films do you show here?
Okay, today, because it's a garden show, we always want to push the environmental side, environmental type films, but today we're showing films about guerrilla gardening, some films, some comedies made by independent filmmakers about some green issues. We've got one about beekeeping, so a nice range.
And how often are you out and about with this then, just finally?
Well, it's only been going 2 years, but we've had a very, very busy 2 years in the summers. So it's great.
You do all these shows all over the country, do you?
All over the place. We'll do all kinds of events. We don't stick to one kind of event. We like to keep it nice and open to a nice wide variety of people, because it really suits. It's children up to the elderly. It's not sort of one-trick pony, really. It's lovely for that.
So if you're a caravan enthusiast, a film enthusiast, a novelty enthusiast, this is lovely.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable for all that. It's great.
It's wave of the future, you know, really is. Next time you go to a cinema, it's bound to be in a very, very small 60s caravan, two-berth caravan. There you go, then. That's Beth Furlong, who is one of the team behind the solar-powered cinema in a caravan, which is a great idea, fantastic. More wonderful ideas from Malvern coming up in a little while, but music on the way next from Leanne Rhymes.
Mark Cummings at breakfast on Friday the 13th.